Hold on. Preparing to live stream, setting up meeting. Let's see. Okay.
Are we live?
Let's see. I think we're live. I have to figure out.
Oh yeah, we are. I can see it up top.
Okay. Wait. Why
Are
can't
we live?
Hold on. Do you hear?
We're live.
Do you hear a double?
I have to figure out. Oh yeah, we are. I can see it up top.
I don't know how to do this. Hold on.
Wait. Why can't we live? You're muted. Unmute yourself on Zoom.
Can you hear
Yes.
me now? Okay, that's so strange. The problem is I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I may need to get my AirPods. Please hold. We're going to figure this out, Katie Miller.
That is crazy.
Okay, but you can hear me? Hold on. Hold on. And it looks like the girls are on. Hold on. Talk, Katie.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Testing, testing.
Okay, but you can hear me?
Why is there an echo?
There's a double echo. Hang on. We're going to figure this out. Can you hear me?
Victoria said we're live.
Oh boy.
Is
As my speaker. Hold on, everyone. Testing, testing, testing. Right here. Oh. Hold on, Katie. You're right. I think I need it for Zoom. Katie, hang on. I know you can hear me.
So your speakers.
Uh-huh.
Speaker.
Okay, hold on. So let's see here.
What if that's your speaker as well? It's the same.
I like seeing the color.
Let's see. Katie, see if you can talk.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hi. How are you?
Well, hold on. So let's see. Then I can hear the double. It's weird.
Still double with that though?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. I was thinking I could connect my AirPods. This might be why we need lovely. It's not even giving me. I don't know what's wrong with my AirPods, by the way.
Up there.
Hold on, Katie.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to figure this out. It won't even connect. Isn't that weird?
Are they dead?
Mm-mm. I don't think they're dead. Okay, Katie, you just hang on. I think everybody can hear both of us. But I
Okay.
can't hear you. So we've got to figure out. Megan said, I can hear both of you.
Really? That is so weird.
So Tanya said, I can hear right here. Tanya said, I can hear both of you too. Okay. Well, those of you that can hear us, Katie, you can talk.
Okay. Oh, I have my.
Oh, hi, Haley.
Everybody can hear both of us.
Figure this out, Katie Miller. That's what we're going to do.
Got to figure out. Megan said.
But I can't hear you talking. So you could talk to the ladies. Go ahead and talk to the ladies.
I
and then
wonder
I'll
if you need to turn down the volume on YouTube.
So,
Tanya said I can
I
hear.
can't hear you.
Tanya said I can hear both of you. Too.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing.
Talk. I have my.
They can hear both of us.
Both of us. Figure this out.
Hold on. We're going to figure this out, Katie.
Figure out, Megan.
Okay, Katie, let me just tell them what we're doing today. Okay. And then we are going to talk. There's a huge delay though. Are you
This is
seeing
some
that?
funny stuff.
Tanya said I can hear.
Hold on. Hold on. I think we're going to get my Bluetooth connect.
I think I know what the problem is you can hear the volume on YouTube.
Connect.
Saying Zoom now.
I'm telling you, something's wrong with y'all. I got to tell you, I have had quite a run
Click on the triangle.
with my AirPods.
You've had quite a run with your
Hold on.
AirPods, and I just keep
Katie,
losing.
you talk because they can hear you.
I just keep losing my AirPods. I'm on number 3. Robbie's like, what is she even talking about?
Your preferences.
You guys, I don't like a boring cup, and this is a boring cup. The whole thing peeled off. I have an ugly cup. I'm not cool with ugly cups. Look at Robbie. She's like, I do not like this. The amount of technology that we have learned in the last 19 days is unbelievable. It is quite crazy. And now you guys can hear my lovely noises. So we'll go ahead and turn those off. Okay. She'll be coming on soon. Unmute yourself. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I think I'm in business.
I think I could do the ASMR on this thing. Does anybody listen to that?
Okay,
I like sitting here in suspense. Yes.
okay, so here's what's weird. Here's what's weird is I can hear you on Zoom.
I don't think you should be watching yourself on YouTube.
Oh, just get out of there. But I can
I think
hear
you should-
myself on YouTube.
Can you turn down the volume on your phone, on your,
Oh,
I guess
that's a
you-
good call.
but you can't, do you have 2 speakers?
Oh, there we go. Okay, can you still hear me? Okay, can she hear you without the AirPods in? So there's like a delay. So you can hear me just fine now? Okay, so I'm going to put your beautiful face in front of the Zoom face because I
No.
think, well, yeah, that way I can read the comments. Okay, I think we got
I
this,
know,
girls.
I don't like that I can't see the comments.
Well, I put our faces in front of this particular message feed. Haley Page, paging Haley Page. This is all your fault, by the way, because you said I need to go live on YouTube whenever we do our podcast. Katie and I had it all figured out, just doing a Zoom and uploading it.
So much technology.
So much technology. We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure that out. I think we need to hire a 22-year-old technology king.
I
Or
think
queen.
we need to contact Oklahoma and we need to say, do you have anybody that needs an intern? We need them.
OU, Boomer Sooner.
Yeah.
Okay,
Maddie, please send us an intern.
please, God, send us. Listen, but we're growing. How much have we grown this year?
I feel like it's literally
Oh.
June.
I do too. Like I would say the same thing.
If you could tell me it was June, I would believe you.
I would believe you. I feel like we've lived 20 years in 2 weeks.
We really have.
We really have. Okay, so here we are though. But you know what? I think for us to launch a new company with all new things, we have to test some things out. And you know, we don't really need to apologize for it.
And the best thing is we ain't even getting mad at each other about it.
Because listen, if we wanted to be a total sea brain, we wouldn't go live until we have it all figured out. But look, we figured it out.
It may look crazy, but it's going to be figured out. It's going to look all Gucci. Don't you worry.
Of course, let's not be too proud because we did have to call the sea brain over there to come help us
Yeah, we've had to call him quite a few times.
quite a few times. Okay, number one, hello everyone. Welcome to my podcast. I'm not going to actually trim this out, which is hilarious. We had a little bit of an issue going live, but you know what? We're here. If there's anything you need to hear me say, is you don't have to wait until you have it all together to go live. Okay.
That's a training
Right.
in itself.
In itself. Katie and I both are obsessed. If you're on YouTube Live, you can see our new microphones.
Oh my gosh. Are they not the cutest? Like I am obsessed and I don't even know how I sound.
You sound amazing. Do I sound amazing?
Amazing. And your hair looks as
Amazing.
slick as your face.
Oh, thank you.
I'm
The slick is
obsessed.
my face. I don't know what that means, but thanks.
It's like smooth.
Oh, well, thanks. 51 years old, baby.
Hey,
Hey,
how do you
Um,
do it?
how do you do it? It's Katie. It's no stress.
Mm. But please share all of your secrets.
I don't have any. This has been,
At like what, just 8:30 and
and I
Yeah.
sleep until 8 and I don't
Oh.
have any stress because I just meditate all day and do yoga all day.
you drink lots of tea, herbal tea.
Lots green tea. No alcohol whatsoever. Listen,
Those were like go 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 go. Do you guys need another wine? You guys want a wine? We need every time. This is what we should do. We should have a wine accessory that we talk about every podcast.
yeah, because we had somebody reach out about the cubes.
They wanted the 10 cubes.
Oh my God, I think it's so cute.
And I still don't have my 10 cubes.
Oh my God, Victoria just said, while y'all were playing with y'all's issues, I was trying to figure out how to transfer this to Spanish. Oh my gosh, I love you, Victoria, so much. Victoria, shout out to Victoria. She is our lead Spanish speaking in our community. I'm so excited about it.
I love her.
Okay, I have to say something really funny because I'm sitting here in my home office environment and I have this new recipe in my crock pot, which all of the I can't wait for you and I to go to Savannah to wrap up all the details before I drop the pin, which you have to come to, by the way. Everyone come to drop the pin, Savannah, because I think I need a break. Not that Savannah's gonna be a break. However, spiderweb, I literally am in a crock pot phase.
Dude, same. But
It's because we work all night.
yeah, which is why I had to help myself earlier. I literally just washed my face and took off my eye makeup again because it wouldn't come off and threw on a hat. And I was like, let's throw on some earrings. We got some little whatever. We'll be ready to go.
This is gonna be as good as
roll.
it gets.
Gotta roll. But okay, so I have a funny.
Wait, let me finish that. Wait.
I'm not finished about the crock pot.
Oh, wait, no, I gotta finish my crock pot.
Oh,
As I'm sitting here, it's got a wicked smell to it.
well, we don't
It
like
actually, well, it actually smells like there's a roast in there, and it's not. It's a recipe called Mississippi chicken. You want me to tell you what's in it?
Yeah. Is
So
this the
you take
chicken you
it-
were trying to get in the bag today? I thought you were wrestling with a chicken.
Yes, yes. While I was at the store.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you put in 3 chicken breast, which I put in 4. Of course, you know, more is better
Extra
for me.
protein.
But you take an entire onion and dice it. So you put the chicken. Of course, I didn't read the directions first. So I put the chicken, then the onions. You're supposed to put the onions in the chicken, but whatever. And then you put a whole packet of au jus powder, a whole packet of ranch. Wait. 8 pepperoncinis. Of course, I put 10. Then you put
Is that
pepperoni.
spicy.
Ish.
Like a 1 to 10. Because usually I order 0.
Oh, well, I'm Mexican, so it's like a 5.
Oh, then I would definitely put 1 in.
Yeah, you probably put what? So I put 10.
Okay.
And then you put the juice of the pepperoncinis, and then you put 4 slabs of Kerrygold. I put my Kerrygold. But it smells amazing, but it smells like roast. It's freaking out my brain a little bit.
But I like a good roast.
Same.
Can
I did buy
tell
roast
you-
today.
about my crock pot. So
Please do.
literally, I can make anything in a crock pot, y'all. Like, it is my favorite. It's my favorite thing. Teaching women how to eat. It's just been like, they're like, this is so much. I can't, I'm too busy. I'm too busy. I'm like, y'all got a crock pot? Literally, my crock pot of 20 some years, probably the first one I ever bought when I moved out at age 18, broke. Like it cracked on the side. So we got a new one, and it's like a Ninja air fryer. It does a couple things. Do you know what
Mm.
I don't like about it?
It's not your classic crock pot.
No, I'm going to go buy a classic crock pot. Do you know why?
Why?
You cannot smell the food.
How is that possible?
I don't know, but it's horrible.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I want my I have 4 boys. Boys love food. I want them to come in after a sport or have their friends
Mhm.
over, or it's football, Sunday, and have like the chili in there. Like, I want that aroma. Like, I'm all about the aroma. I have chills. It doesn't smell. Like,
Yeah, no, I don't love that.
you pull the lid off and then all the smell. But I'm like, no.
Mm.
I told Daryl, I said, nah, bro, that's not gonna work. He goes, what do
No,
you
bro.
Nah, bro. You gotta
Nah,
remember,
bro.
I have 4 boys in this house and a husband. And I'm like, I need the $20 crock pot.
Yes.
He's like, so what are you gonna do with that? I said, I don't really care what you do with it, but I'm not using it for a crock pot. He goes, well, I got you that crock pot because it's better than that. I said, I don't care.
Great. I'll use
It's
it for
the
something
aroma.
else.
Like, I'm
Yeah,
sure
it
your
is.
house smells like heaven. And especially like
It
crock
does.
pot in the wintertime, it's just like it gets your soul.
It does. It does. That, and it's easy, right? So I can put the crock pot on and then I can work and I don't feel guilty because it never fails. 6 o'clock, Brian and I both look at each other and we're like, what are we doing for dinner? And then we both have the same answer. I don't know. And so I love it. Okay, I
No,
have to tell you, back to your crock pot though. So Riley, you can ask Haley, she's on here. She knows the top of my crock pot broke, the little handle. So I was literally using a heat pad to get the top off. And then I do that so many times that I'm like, I'm not poor. Like,
what am I
why?
actually doing?
What am I doing? Because I get so frustrated that it falls in the food and then it falls on the counter and then sometimes it falls on the floor, all because the top of it is broken. So Riley used it for chicken one day when he was home over Christmas from college. And he goes, okay, Mom, we need to have a serious talk. I said, what, buddy? He goes, this crock pot. I need you to get a new crock pot. I said, I know, that's it. I'm ordering a new crock pot. He goes, but please don't order this cheap crock pot. Get the fancy ones. And I said, now that's where you and I are different. I'm getting the good old crock pot.
Well, tell him Aunt Katie's got a free Ninja. I don't care how much it costs. He can have it. It's his. It's been used several times, but it looks brand new. I'll bring it to Texas because
Okay.
Amazon is delivering me my $20 crock pot.
I think it's just a class. I mean, he goes, Mom, there's better brands. I said, there's the crock pot brand though. It's kind of like Betty Crocker cake mix.
Yeah.
Why move from Betty Crocker and Duncan Hines?
No need.
So he goes, can we at least get one that doesn't go like this, click, 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 click with the knob? So I did get a press.
Mine it only had 3 settings. Warm,
off, low, and hot. Yeah.
Yeah. This
So,
thing,
and then
all of a sudden, I'm like, you don't use all those digits on there. You think it's fancy because it's cute and whatever. It's like a car. My car can probably drive itself from here to China, and I don't know it.
Same.
I don't need all that fancy stuff.
What did I just say to Brian the other day? I said, you know how they always upsell you on all these things that you can use? I don't want to hear that anymore because I don't use it.
No.
We're creatures of habit. The end.
Exactly.
Just get me a good old thing. Okay, so I had to tell you that about my crock pot because my house smells really yummy, but it's jacking with my brain because it smells like it should be a roast, and my brain is saying it's chicken.
It's the au jus sauce.
It has to be, and the onions. A whole onion. Brian's gonna love that. He
Mm.
loves onions.
I love onions.
Okay, but what I wanted to talk about today,
You know what day it is?
January the 19th,
Which is what?
Quitters Day.
Who's a quitter?
Who's a
Anybody?
quitter?
Has anybody
feel like-
quit?
I feel like we're on
Failure.
Saturday Night Live with our microphone.
I could do this all day long and I don't even know what I sound like. Now I know why YouTubers love to do YouTube. Maybe we'll just turn into YouTubers.
Let's turn into YouTube. Well, that's what Haley said. Haley said, Robbie, you guys need to be going live on YouTube because that's the new thing is to watch the podcast on YouTube. And I'm like, okay, Haley. So Haley should be my marketing manager, is
I
what she
know.
should be.
You got any social media people?
So, but today's Quitters Day, you guys, everybody that is listening to my podcast, whether you listen to it today or tomorrow or whenever, January the 19th, that means it's Quitters Day.
That means
Okay.
all
That
those
means that
fancy resolutions that you all were just churning in your belly over the break. Christmas break.
so excited about it all.
But I will tell you, I see it all the time.
Mhm.
You have about 21 days. What's that company that did that 21 day, whatever? They had it down.
That would be John Maxwell, 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership.
Okay, there you go. There's 21 laws, 21 days, period.
Yes, yes. Is Ryland playing video games in the back?
Don't tell me you can hear that. I told you.
Watch, everybody. If you're watching live on YouTube, she's going to mute herself and she's going to yell, watch this.
I've already told him 15 times. He called me a Karen. And you know what I said? I'm calling Gigi because you just called me a Karen, and Karen that. So Karen, if you're watching, he's not
We
talking
love
about you
you.
because he literally was like, I didn't mean it like that. I'm like, yeah, you did.
Right.
You
Yeah, you
did,
did. I'm going to tell her. I'm going to tell her you were talking crap about her, bruh.
bro.
Bruh.
Now they're starting
Um,
to cook. I'm like, you got a bro and a cuh? Is that a brother and a cousin or what?
Oh, who knows? Who knows?
Anyways,
Okay, so I want to ask you a question though, because you've been a health coach. You're now a certified life coach with our company, Everyday Life. Why do you think people quit? I'm putting you on the spot. Why do you think people quit? And those of you that are on YouTube Live, tell us. Julio said your friends are YouTube stars. Oh, hello, Julio. Let's say
is
hello.
Julio home? Oh, well, Julio's the kid. Never mind. I keep thinking he's like the man of the house. He is the man of
No,
the house, but
He
you
is
know.
the man of the house. He's just
And I love the
little.
way she says Julio. I can't even say it the way she does.
Julio.
Yeah, we're YouTube stars.
Mm.
Why do people quit?
Why do you think people quit? It's January the 19th, officially Quitters Day in this country. Why do you think people quit?
The biggest thing that I see is they go all in. And we tell people to go all in, but they go to the extreme.
Mm.
I feel like with people, it's either black or it's white. You're either all in or you're all out. And it's so funny to me because especially women, they will always say, well, I'm one of those women. I got to get it all right. I got to do it all. And I'm like, every woman says that to me. I swear I'd be a billionaire if I could. I got to do it all right. If I'm not doing it all right, then I'm doing it all wrong. And eventually what happens is they keep trying to do it all. And that lasts for maybe 5 to 6, 7 days. And then it starts playing with their mind. And they hear that I really can't do it all. If I got to keep up like this, if I got to change this habit, if I got to do this, and it's restructuring of the day. It's restructuring of their life. It's literally like, I equate it to how many times can you put something on the stairs and somebody walks past it?
Oh, all the time.
It's super simple to do. Because if people say, well, I can't, I just don't have time to cook like that. You still got to eat.
Right.
So, to the grocery, I don't have time at the grocery store. You still got to go to the grocery store.
Right.
Like us, like we still got to eat. What are we eating?
Hmm.
What are we getting at the grocery store? Because everybody has to go to the grocery store,
Right. You're going to the store anyway.
you know?
Yeah.
And so that thing of the time is going to pass. But the
Mhm.
problem is everybody thinks that it has to just be like this, and they can't do progress over perfection. So it takes about 21 days. I see it all the time.
In every facet, whether it's health
Oh.
and fitness, whether it's personal goals. Ask me why I think.
Why do you think, Robbie?
I think it's what I've been studying. I think it's the belief system beats and conquers the desires. That's a really big thing that I just said. So what I've learned, Katie, you know, because you've been studying with me, 95% of our thinking is subconscious, right? We're actually unconscious, 95% of our brain. So if 95% of our brain is set by the time we're 35, well, I don't know about you, but before I was 35, I didn't want to read all the books. I didn't want to learn all the things. And in my generation, in your generation, we didn't have podcasts. Let's see, I'm 51. So what's that, 16 years ago? Did I just do the math right? Because that's awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so 16 years ago, you didn't have conferences and you didn't have podcasts and you didn't have YouTube stuff. So if our thinking was established by the time we were 35, okay, who established that thinking? Our mom's thinking, our grandma's thinking, our friends thinking, our professors, like they teach some crazy stuff sometimes. I think it's that Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about your desires are so strong, but your beliefs are so loud that the beliefs literally fight the desires. And I think, Katie, the beliefs win. And it's so sad. It's so sad. I've been doing connect calls for our elite coaching program. And it's crazy how many times in the first minute I'm like, okay, did you hear what you just said? Are you are you conscious about what you're saying to me on the phone? I don't think people are. I really don't. And I think the beliefs win.
Yeah. And it's astonishing to watch. I think for that first, when you talk about what your mom said and what your grandma said, that's what I did. Like it was, I got to get through high school, and then I got to go to college, and then I got to, all these things. Only what I did was I went to college and then I got pregnant. And so for that time, I was just playing catch up. Like I was just I was trying to survive, and then I was trying to thrive and not thriving like, abundantly, but just thriving in life. And it was just like compounding. So for me, what I've had to do since 35, honestly, so it's crazy. Like you were about 35, 36 when you kind of had your coming to Jesus. I was about 35,
36.
Okay. When I had my coming to Jesus too, surprise, similar. And it was in that moment, I was like, I actually have to go back and retrain myself. And I have chills saying this, so this is for somebody, but I had to reevaluate and re-put the systems in myself. And I'm still doing it today at 42. So I've been doing this for 7 years. Yeah. And I'm not part of those quitters because I lived like that for 35 years. And I had this moment where I was like, I don't even know what I've been doing. Like I literally have just been going through the motions of just doing what my mom said, doing what my grandma expected or what my grandpa expected, and then doing what society expected. And I got married because I had a baby, and I was actually studying to be a social worker and a psychologist and all the things. And I literally was like, I have to get married because my son's going to be a statistic. He's going to be a statistic. He's going to be a failure. He's going to be this. Like I was freaked out by the statistics. And so what hit me
and what that current pocket of friends said, and that current pod of girlfriends said, and that current pod of coworkers.
I lost a girlfriend of 25 years when I went and got divorced from his dad, because I was like, this is crazy. I don't have to be married to him. This is not the man of my dreams, all the things. And it was after 25 years that her and I mean, I'll like her stuff on Facebook, whatever, but literally
because you got a divorce.
And you know what's funny?
Hold on. Does she quote scripture on Facebook?
No, she doesn't. However, Karma
Does she
bought,
go to, does she go to
she went to
church?
church.
Does she do worship music?
Mhm.
And she probably has worn the bracelet WWJD and she's judgy McJudgy.
Mhm. I think she's got something hanging in a rearview mirror. Says probably something about Jesus and a cross or something. Who knows?
Isn't that interesting?
And then she wound up getting a divorce a couple years ago. So,
Oh, so maybe you should have kept your comments to yourself.
like, you just don't know. But yeah, so
I like my mic.
I know that's cute. Um, so I just feel like we just try to
But
put
but I also think people quit, Katie, because people don't understand consistency and persistency. Like if I think people quit because if I can't have it all right now, I don't want it.
that's exactly what I was just gonna say. And that is where the courage creeps in, because that's when you
Yes.
start to play like, oh, maybe I can't do that. Maybe I shouldn't do that because I haven't done it to the perfection. I haven't hit all those macros. I haven't made all that food. I haven't read all the scriptures. I haven't meditated every day, whatever it may be. I haven't checked off my checklist every day. I haven't brain dumped. I haven't journaled, and these things start compounding themselves, and that courage gets them. I'm telling you,
It does.
You have to be, you're a warrior through it. Warrior is one of my favorite all-time words, and you have to be a warrior. You have
But
to
if
be
you think about what you just said, that goes back into the 95% thinking.
Mhm.
Right. So for who it goes back to what I said all in 2022. Who said that? Like who decided for me what my life's going to look like? Who decided for me? I mean, I can choose my topic right now. Who said yoga's bad?
Mhm.
It's stretching, right? Like, yes, worshiping Eastern stars and all that kind of stuff, whatever. Like, I'm not a judgy, but who said stretching is bad? Who said meditating is bad? And I think, but here's what I will say, right? So January 19th is Quitter's Day, but what I will say is I think this country's making a turn. I really do with all of my heart.
I do too. I agree.
I think people are hungry. You know what? I think the good and the bad news, without us getting into any topics that could be gotten into, I think the good news and the bad news is that we're learning to go, wait, what? Huh? That doesn't make sense to me. What you said and what's going on isn't adding up. And
Mhm.
so I think that this world is starting to think for themselves. And so, I mean, it's my call this year, right? Is to help every single woman understand that you were born to be blessed and abundance is your birthright. And if you're not living in abundance and you're not being blessed, stop,
Mhm.
take ownership. Ooh, that's a song. Stop, collaborate and listen. Maybe
Mhm.
we should say, stop, take ownership and listen, right?
Well, I think it's they took the last, 3 years and they're like, oh, wait, I didn't need that. I shouldn't have done that. We shouldn't have done that. What did the world do that they shouldn't have? Like all of these
Yeah.
things. Now it's kind of like that little hiccup, and they're like, oh, now the common sense of people is still questionable these days. I'm just gonna tell you. I still wonder where the common sense of the world is going and where it's
It's
at.
because we don't have to think for ourselves anymore with our iPhones and our iMacs and our everything.
Yeah.
They say that's why dementia's through the roof because people don't think like it. What did Dr. Joe Dispenza say? If you learn something new 5 minutes a day, it decreases dementia by 94%.
It's a
Is that what
lot.
Dr. Joe Dispenza said? That's a lot.
Well, that goes back to my favorite. If you're not growing, you're dying.
Yeah.
And your brain is a muscle. It's got to be worked every day. And it's not just working to the same consistent, like it has to grow different, what do they call those? I always call them avenues, but that's not what they're called. You got your brain, where's it at? It has to grow those different whatevers. I'm sure somebody will tell me the word every day. Like there's like different avenues and things that it has to remold itself constantly. And
But Dr. Joe Dispenza said the waves, right?
wave.
The legs that
Yes.
wire together, fire together.
Yes.
which
Yes.
is a whole nother podcast.
Which is
on
why
human-
it's growing. Why growing is you have to keep your brain. And that's why you see old people, they'll get out and start doing the what are those word puzzles or
Uh-huh.
math things or whatever. That's strategic, like that's scientific, that you have to do that to keep your brain learning something new.
Right.
And I just find it fascinating that every human, not every human, but so many humans, they have the 19th dialed in. And when I've done in my profession, it's around day 20. It's probably day 19, 18, 19, where like the human just decides, I'm just going back to other, my regular habits.
What's crazy to me is that it's easy within the first 19 days of the year to quit and go back to the life that you don't like to begin with.
Yes.
I mean, I could talk about that for days. Reed, you and I were chatting earlier and you read a statistic. What was that statistic about people quitting their jobs?
This was amazing. I thought I was going to read recession, but it was the resignation. The Great Resignation gained steam again in November as a record number of 4.53 Americans quit their jobs.
I think people are fed up. I think we're living in a time where people want to live in purpose, where people want to live in significance, right? And
there took time where in 2020 when we had to get silent. I think we're done. A good thing.
I think that's what worked for us.
And some people will read that. Yeah. Some people will read that and be like, well, what are they doing? Are they going on, unemployment and blah, blah, blah. Like that is a side. No, they have to have money you have to have money. You have to be making money. They're finding other ways of making money. They're finding, like I've been saying for a long time, they're not going to sit down we don't sit down in cubicles like we used to. We don't
right.
COVID taught us that.
Yeah.
You don't have to be in a big building with all these people, drive in like minions, go to lunch at noon, drive back in 1 to 5. Everybody leaves at 5, whether your work is done or not. Like, what is that really teaching you? It goes back to that 95%. And they get up and they do that every day, which is why every day our life coaching is to show people that you don't have to live like that. And I actually was convicted today that we are taking away that mundane mom effect, whether you're a working mom, work from home mom, work from phone mom, work from whatever mom or woman, just in general, where you get up, you work out, you go to work, or you take the kids to school, you go to work, you pick the kids up, you go home, you make them dinner, you do baths, you do whatever, then bedtime, and you repeat it every day. That's what we are showing women, is that you don't have to do that every day.
Right.
There are other things and other avenues that you can provide. And all you need is a strong support system of women that are going to be able to help you do that.
Right.
We live in a time where the women want to work. They want to share their purpose. They want to share their God-given talents. And why not award those? And that, to me, that conviction that came today when I was talking to somebody and I was like, you know what? What we have is going to blow people out of the water, because there's no other place around here that I know of that gives a 50% commission for you to go to work.
Right.
Period.
Right. Instantly
you get 50% back.
Yeah. I agree.
You can't go to Procter & Gamble and get 50% back commission from what you just sold all those people.
No, one of my very besties, she's a big producer, and she earns 10% commission. And we're talking, if I were to name 3 big names, you guys would be like, whoa. And those are her clients. 10% commission, which is crazy, but that's just one of my life pillars, is getting women paid. And I think that, yes, that's important, but I also love the fact that, I want to say this to all of you guys that are listening, we're bringing community back. Like, it's time to get out from behind the phone. It's time to get out from behind the screen. It's time to get in person. Like, we've got to, there's a 5 foot of energy that we can emit, Katie, 5 foot of energy. This is Dr. Joe Dispenza again. I love him. 5 foot of energy where our energy goes off, right? Which is good or bad. But when you want to be in the good, it's a great addition, which is why you can walk in a restaurant and be like, good morning. And the whole structure changes, or your cashier or whatever it is. So them keeping us 6 feet apart did more damage than we even realized. But you know what? That's in the past. It's time now to get out in front of women. You guys, we're better together. The Bible says it. Everywhere you look says it. We're literally better together. And so, I mean, we should invite everybody to Savannah. We're going to Savannah, y'all. We're taking ladies to Savannah this year because for years,
I said, come, it's going to be,
come.
I had a glimpse of the sun today outside for a hot second, and I'm in Ohio, and I just felt the warmth, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is the warmth that we're going to feel.
Mm-hmm.
You could just feel like that, like
In the South.
In the South.
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
Looking all cute. They don't even know our dress themes yet.
No.
All of our private parties.
I'm super stoked for the private parties.
Let me tell you guys, the private parties alone, you best be working for a Fortune 500 company that takes you on an incentive trip. Like our drop the pins, I'm telling you, like literally they are an incentive trip.
Yes.
It's like you earned it and you deserved everywhere that you step. I mean, and I'm super proud of the way I can put those suckers together.
I love it. I still kick my butt because I didn't go to the one that you had at Tory Burch in Chicago. One of the girls in my room went, and like, I don't know. I don't know. And she's like, well, I'm going to go. And I didn't go. And she came back and she had this whole new purse, and she talked about it. I was like, I should have gone. That was the stupidest thing ever. So,
well, and it's also really cool. No. Well, and it's cool because I didn't realize I've taught for so long. Somebody mentioned it in the community earlier. I teach it standing in the store about a mindset, right? And so we could talk about that another day. But so for those of you that don't know, Katie is in Cincinnati, Ohio.
I am. Who Dey, baby? We are, y'all, let me tell you, Cincinnati is freaks. Well, most are freaks about our football. And we are super stoked because we're freaking going to the Super Bowl and we're winning the Super Bowl.
No, period. You're in the playoffs.
No, but we're going to go to the Super Bowl.
You're manifesting this. Okay.
Yes.
Are you going to play the Cowboys?
I was going to say, did the Cowboys win the other night? They did. They kicked their butts.
We did. And I love Tom Brady, but I was like, yeah.
Oh,
go boys.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
We beat them really good. And last time we played them, they embarrassed us. And so it was pretty cool.
Much embarrassed them last week.
We did. And listen, I'm a Cowboy fan, whether we are winning or not. So I'm super proud of my Cowboys. I really, truly am.
I'm on a call. Oh, sorry. Muting. I tried to mute these children of mine.
It's okay. I know that
they were asking me in the car coming home from school. They were like, Mom, they said Trevor Lawrence and Patty Mahomes are playing each other on Saturday. Colton goes, I'm just, because those two are my other two favorite. I just love the quarterbacks. I've always loved Trevor Lawrence. I don't know why. I love his hair. I think that's what it is. And the boys are like, Mom, he looks like a dog. I'm like, I don't care what he looks like. He's a cute but I love Patrick Mahomes. I just love who he is and all about him. But they're like, Mom, who you picking? And I'm like, man, go. I'm like, I love Patrick Mahomes. He goes, well, I'm just telling you, Trevor Lawrence has never lost on a Saturday. I'm like, I don't know, bro. I said, I love an underdog too. So I don't know who I'm picking for that one, but
listen, I'm not invested in professional football as I am in college. I love college football. NFL, I'm like, man, I could take it or leave it.
Yeah, I know.
I love my Cowboys.
Yeah, I do. I love NFL. I think it's because with college is like, there's so many, I feel like there's so many boys that I don't even know them. Yeah. But my boys, they can tell you everything about college football, which I love college football because they're out there, just their stories being amazing.
They're still striving. They're still trying to get a contract.
Yeah.
Recruited. I love it. Okay. Well, we're going to let these guys go. Podcast today.
Can you hear the crazies? Look, And this is another thing about humans. With kids, you got about 40 to 45 minutes before poop hits the fan. We've been
Uh-huh.
on here for 40 minutes.
Yep. Yep.
Talk about the consistency of a human is crazy.
It's crazy. The Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. So next time you guys can join us on YouTube Live. So maybe you're listening to the podcast. Listen, we want to know, what would you like for us to talk about? What would you like to hear? What nuggets of wisdom do you want? Let me know. You can follow me on Facebook, Robbie Page, Instagram, Robbie Page, basically everywhere.
I think you're Robbie D Page, if I had to guess.
On
Right?
Instagram, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
How can they find you, Katie?
I am Katie Miller. Robbie taught that lesson a long time ago. Be who you are on social media and everywhere. That way you can literally type in Katie Miller. I think mine on Instagram is Katie Miller, Katie_Miller Wellness. But other than that,
So Katie Miller.
I'm Katie Miller, Ohio on Peloton. And Robbie is Robbie Page, Texas.
Yeah.
And we are not hard to find. So trust me,
Nope.
if you're in need of something greater as a woman, all you got to do is look us up and you will find one of us. And
You will
we
find
are
us.
always connected. So we can definitely connect you. We would actually love to connect with you for sure.
That's right. And you guys are always invited. I just want you to know, whatever we're doing, you're invited. And so the first stop for you would be to come join our community. It's such a beautiful place of women. The second stop would be Savannah. That's going to be so amazing. But for now, we've enjoyed this time with you guys. And if you're listening to us, little shout out to YouTube Live, because we do have women watching live on YouTube, or you can go back and watch the video as well. So other than that,
And
sure
we should say that to break this Quitters Day, what we have
Yeah.
done throughout our community is it's all about your vision for this month.
Yeah.
It's next month. It's all about you, empowering you. Why? Because we want to rewire that brain. We want to take
Right.
you back to where we were at 35, 36, and to help you transform that little by little. Our biggest thing is that 1% every day. I just had somebody tell me that they
yeah.
took a walk and that was their 1%. And so to do that
Mm.
too, on February 4th, we are offering a workshop, a vision board workshop.
Oh, yeah.
And
Thank
I
you.
promise you, this vision board, am I sitting up there and I got to change that sucker somewhat, but that's another cool part is it's always evolving, and how Robbie
Yeah.
teaches it and how you can actually mentally see yourself in those places doing those things and watch it all come to life. Literally, it just happened for me last week. A
Mhm.
17-year manifestation. And I promise you, I didn't even know at that point it was a manifestation. And so to hear the stories of not only myself, but Robbie and all the other girls, it is so empowering. And so if you want more
Yeah.
information on that, it's literally $5. It's a
$5.
2-hour session on a Saturday. And I promise you, you will walk away with a lot of brain growth. I can
Yep.
tell you that you will have a lot of
Fact.
brain growth and a lot of empowerment to be that change that we ultimately want and want you guys to have and succeed in yourself. So you can,
Well, and I'll
Robbie,
say this too, Katie, is the amount of knowledge that I have today on the behind the scenes of a vision board. And this will be the first time that I've ever taught what I'm going to teach on Saturday, literally, because I understand the brain and the 95% and the behind the scenes, right? If I was negative, I would say the 3 reasons why your vision board doesn't work for you, but I'm not. So I'm going to say the 3 things that would shock you to advance your vision board. But I've taught it for probably 15 years, and this teaching is a whole different caliber of teaching because now I understand the psyche. I understand why I have things on my vision board that still haven't come true.
yeah.
I understand that now.
When you did that brunch the other last weekend, and I was watching it and I thought, there's things on my vision board that I have not visually seen. That's why Cody Rigsby is still sitting up there.
We're going. We're
Freaking going, riding all his bikes. But
yeah.
like, there's reasons for that. And so when you were talking, and I was like, I gotta redo mine. And some of the girls in the group were messaging and whatever. And I was like, you guys, I'm Robbie's right-hand man, and I'm telling you, I got work to do.
Yeah.
Like,
And
my
you-
vision
and you
board needs
sit-
help. Yeah.
Same. I just redid my whole vision board and I'm going to actually show those in that workshop. I've got 4 of them and I'm going to show the differences because it can't just be all about what we want. I'm not going to start training. Never mind. I'm going to show it all that Saturday. So $5,
$5.
$5 more.
You have to text us though in order to get the link. So text
So-
Robbie.
So write this down, 940-242-5443. Text me anything. Text me what you want to hear on podcast. Text me. I'll send you the link for the $5 vision workshop. It was going to be free and I was super convicted because you're worth more than a free workshop. Like go get on Google if you want free, but $5 plus I'm going to teach you how to seed that back into your future. So yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Katie. I forgot to give a little shout out to that.
That's why we're better together.
That's right. So signing off from Cincinnati.
Peace out. Go Bengals. Signing out from
Moss Lake, Texas. Go Cowboys. All right. Thanks, you guys. We'll talk to you.